the Milwaukee Police. More information can be found on our website at WTMJ.com. And honoring the life and legacy of fallen Milwaukee officer Kendall Corder. Steve Kaminsky was a student resource officer in Cudahy, where Corder went to high school.
He called me and he expressed that he was very interested in law enforcement. He wanted to become a law enforcement officer and asked me my thoughts on that. Asked me if he could use my name for a reference. Without hesitation, I said yes. Little did Kendall know I use him for a reference all the time to other students. I often told other students at the school about Kendall's dedication to commitment and wish that they would have that same commitment as Kendall did.
Kaminsky asked that all of the fellow law enforcement officers stay safe as they honor Corder's memory. Officer Corder and his partner Christopher McRae were ambushed in an alley in late June. And there have been no apparent breakthroughs in the push for a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas following Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's White House meetings this week. Palestinian sources claim truce talks are now on the verge of collapse as violence rages in the region. The State Department says it is aware of reports of the death of a U.S. citizen in the occupied West Bank. CBS's Elizabeth Palmer reports from Tel Aviv.
A crowd carried Saif Musalet's body to the morgue. He'd traveled from Florida to visit Palestinian relatives in the West Bank. The Palestinian Health Ministry said he was fatally beaten by Israeli settlers after he'd joined a group of Palestinians trying to reach their land.
The main sticking point in the ceasefire talks where Israeli troops will pull back to. Currently, they're not pulling back at all, but are on the offensive. And residents in northeastern Wisconsin are losing funding for their dam. NBC's Noah Cornelius.
The city of Manawa and the nearby town of Little Wolf released a joint statement about the dam being left out of the budget. Reading in part, quote, "The news about funding our dam from the state was not what we'd hoped for. The dam failed after a storm dumped 6 inches of rain on the city last July, draining the Manawa Mill Pond and exposing a natural stretch of the Little Wolf River. The city says the pond was a major source of revenue from kayaking, fishing, boating, ice fishing, and more."
Supporters of the dam reconstruction have started a fundraiser for the rebuilding costs. Those opposed are working on river cleanup to highlight the benefits of the natural waterway. Sports, traffic, weather, and Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 9:05.
Sponsored by Accunet Mortgage.
Accunet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
After writing 3 unsuccessful offers, Brenda decided to make a no-regrets offer on this next property. She offered $35,000 over asking and promised to complete the purchase even if the appraised value came in as much as $25,000 below the accepted offer price. Why? Because she was tired of losing, and because her Accunet loan consultant showed her that even in her worst-case scenario, no additional money would be needed at closing, and her payment, which on this home was much more affordable than others she wrote offers on, would only increase by $17 a month. Brenda's no-regrets offer, backed up by a rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval from Accunet, was accepted over several others. And wouldn't you know, the appraised value came in at the significantly higher than asking purchase price, which happens 9 out of 10 times in our experience. If you or someone you know wants help understanding what a no-regrets pre-approval might look like, get started by clicking on the blue button at Accunet.com. That's ACCUNET.com.
It's here, the largest vacation sale in the nation. Fox World Travel's exclusive July sale is back. Score unbeatable deals at all-inclusive resorts with Apple Vacations to Mexico and the Caribbean with non-stop flights. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO and mention you heard it on WTMJ. Book now and secure your spot with just a deposit. The sale ends July 25th. Don't miss out.
Save on sizzling summer favorites at Fleet Farm Summer Sale, July 10th through the 13th. 16-pound bags of Kingsford charcoal or Matchlight briquettes are only $9.99. 24 packs of Fleet Farm drinking water are 5 for $10. And get a free $25 Fleet Farm gift card when you buy $100 worth of Columbia apparel or $100 of Ariat apparel. Stock up on all your summer needs at the best prices guaranteed at Fleet Farm. And check out even more weekly deals at fleetfarm.com.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all sports desk. The Brewers beat the Washington Nationals at home Friday, winning 8-3. And Jacob Misiorowski was named a National League All-Star and will replace Cubs pitcher Matthew Boyd, who will be inactive during the All-Star game. The Brewers play again today at 3:10. Our coverage for the game starts at 2 o'clock with Brewers warm-up right here on WTMJ. Taking a look at your roads with your WTMJ time saver traffic. We've got a couple of incidents on the road. I-94 East, 1.6 miles beyond the ramp from Barker Road. Expect lane closures due to debris. Then over on I-41, 94 South, 1.4 miles beyond the ramp from Wisconsin Route 20. The right shoulder is blocked due to a disabled vehicle. Other than that, roads are looking pretty clear across southeast Wisconsin.
Traffic is sponsored by the famous Fox and Hounds restaurant near Holy Hill.
Buy one dinner, get one free 7 days a week at the historic Fox and Hounds Supper Club, serving lunch on Saturday from 11 till 2, foxandhoundsrestaurant.com. It's the famous Fox and Hounds.
All right, time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, expect some early showers. It'll be warm and humid for the rest of the day. Towards the evening, it'll be hit and miss with showers and storms with a high of 82 degrees. Tonight, it's going to be mainly clear with a low of 64 degrees. Sunday will be sunny and beautiful with a high of 82 degrees. Monday, mostly sunny and very warm with a high of 86 degrees. Tuesday's looking to be partly cloudy, warm and humid with a slight chance of evening storms with a high of 86 degrees. And Wednesday, we'll get a chance for some showers and storms that will be mostly cloudy with a high of 82 degrees. Right now, in Madison, it's currently 71 degrees. In Green Bay, it's currently 71 degrees. In Waukesha, it's currently 72 degrees. And right here in Milwaukee, it's 71 degrees. I'm Sean Brinda, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 9:09.
The following program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma brands. Need a vacation? Whether it's the trip of a lifetime or a weekend getaway, we can help. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day.
July 12th, 2025, 9:09. I'm Dayton, Kane, and Rose. I'm surprised you even showed up today because there's really nothing to talk about. We have no announcements to make. No.
I came in and go, then we should talk about this, and then we should talk about this, and that. But the overreaching, overarching, everything that we need to talk about today is the hype is done. We've hyped you up for 3 weeks about this big July sale. And it's here.
It is here.
It's here. It started on Thursday for those people that were sensible and listened to me and got on the exclusive list. You knew about it on Thursday already. But it's going until the 24th of July. And here's the deal. If you text FWT, all caps, Fox, FW, World, T, Travel, Fox World Travel to 855-616-1620, not only will you get a link that you can fill in, which we've been doing for the last couple of years, but you can bypass that if you choose. If you're like, I don't need to fill anything out because I've done it a couple of weeks now, you can go down and scroll down and see we've got deals with Apple Vacations, which is going to be your land package, and we've got deals with Celebrity Cruises, which of course is going to be your cruise or cruise tours packages. Up to $650 off with these Fox exclusive savings.
Some good savings.
Some really good savings. And so, first of all, we're promoting the fact that Apple Leisure Group, we have been doing that sale according to this particular page. The same thing you're going to get if you text FWT to 855-616-1620 is 30 years and counting. 30 years. And now this is our biggest sale ever because we've added Celebrity Cruises. And I said July 24th. It actually deposit by July 25th.
Okay.
So there's no extensions. I'm telling you from 20 plus years of doing this at Fox.
When it's done,
it's done. There's nothing more we can do about it. So exclusive resort deals with Apple Leisure Group, exclusive cruise deals with Celebrity Cruises. And what I love about this is they're calling them stackable discounts. Yes, there are some discounts out there for the general public, but then Fox has got an exclusive deal, and then they've got another exclusive deal because we belong to Signature Travel Network.
Okay.
So You can do whatever you like. We've got 7-night Bahama and Caribbean cruises. We've got 10-night Caribbean cruises, 7-night Europe, Alaska, exotics. There's nothing off limits on the celebrity cruise portion of this.
It's pretty awesome. And if you don't text the link and you just want to go to foxworldtravel.com, when you bring that up, just click on vacation at the top, and it's the first thing that pops up there. The Fox exclusive July sale is on now. We made it.
We made it.
We made it.
Enough hype.
We'll talk more about it when we come back, but we'd love to hear from you. Let's talk travel. 855-616-1620. That's the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. It is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Hey, Milwaukee, if you missed out on the best summer savings for furniture, appliances, and mattresses, don't worry. Kohlder's is extending their 4th of July weekend sale through this Sunday for one more week. Shop Kohlder's unbeatable store-wide discounts on top of their sale and clearance prices. John Mercure here. I just shopped at Kohlder's. It's the best quality. It's the best sales team. It's the most beautiful showrooms. And now, save 60% on furniture and mattresses. Take an additional 10% off. Stack your discounts only during Kohlder's extended 4th of July weekend sale. Save big on sofas, sectionals, dining tables, bedroom sets, and more. Use the code WEEKEND10 at checkout, in-store, or online. And the savings don't stop there. Take an additional 5% off appliances at Kohlder's with the code WEEKEND5. That's on top of prices you won't find anywhere else. Now's the time to upgrade your kitchen or laundry appliances at Kohlder's. Don't miss out on Kohlder's 4th of July weekend sale, now extended through Sunday, July 13th. Shop in-store or online at Kohlder's.com.
Get more for your money at Kohlder's.
Imagine that unbelievable new deck in your backyard. Outdoor Living Unlimited is Wisconsin's #1 TimberTech deck builder. Building new decks and replacing old ones, creating that $1 million feeling every time you relax in your own backyard. Looking for a company to make your backyard scream wow? Stop by Outdoor Living Unlimited's resourceful Waukesha showroom and visit OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Planning a getaway? Reserve a parking space that includes superior service and value. Exec Park is the only local family-owned valet parking serving travelers using Mitchell Field for over 42 years. Exec Park has an even greater deal for a limited time just for WTMJ fans. It's just $8.50 a day with cash payment when you mention WTMJ. To get terrific valet parking at this amazing rate, make your required parking reservation today. Call 414-747-1000 or visit execpark.com and tell them you're a fan of WTMJ.
There's an amazing supper club in Wisconsin Dells, Ish Nala, nestled among the pines and perched above the sandstone bluffs of Mirror Lake. The beauty, the history, the service, the food, the fun. Hi, this is Bob Prosser, owner of Ish Nala Supper Club in Wisconsin Dells. I've been a part of Ish Nala since 1973, and I am so proud to continue the tradition that began in 1953. Why not enjoy a brandy old-fashioned in one of our bars, each with a spectacular view overlooking Mirror Lake, or just relax before or after dinner on one of our outdoor decks. Our Ish Nala chefs have prepared your favorites: 24-ounce ribeye, cold water lobster tails, North Atlantic salmon, and of course, Ish Nala's roast duck. Thank you for making Ish Nala Wisconsin's favorite supper club, where the only thing we overlook is Mirror Lake. I'm Bob Prosser, and I want to serve you.
Planning a vacation? We've got you covered. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Save up to $650 off per reservation. 30 years and counting. The biggest sale of the year is here.
It is. And what I love about the fact that you can, from the link when you text FWT or going to the vacation page where Dayton said the first thing you're going to see is the exclusive sale, we've got actual prices there for you. So Dreams Huatulco, that's out of Rockford. We've talked about going out of Rockford before. It's March 6th through the 13th. You're just about sick of winter around that time. And it's about $1,900 a person.
Yeah.
$1,900 a person. And people are always saying, all right, we've done Riviera Maya, we've done Cancun, we've done Puerto Vallarta, we've done Ixtapa. What else can we do? Do Huatulco. Huatulco is different. You've got to be able to relax a little bit more. It's not a go, go, go. It's got 9 bays, 9 beautiful bays. And it's a very serene, mellow, cool place to go, Huatulco. And so that's a deal, in my opinion. I'm seeing Dreams Vallarta, which is in Puerto Vallarta, for the first week of February, around $2,000 a person. There's a really good deal at Secret St. James, Montego Bay, February 9th to the 16th, which is around $2,300 a person. These are all really good deals. Then if you scroll down after you've looked at those good deals and you see we have spring break turnkey vacations, what that means is we've gone ahead and blocked some space. It doesn't mean it's a group. It doesn't mean that you're going with a tour manager or anything like that. We're holding space for what we know is going to be a very popular time to travel, spring break, hence the name, spring break turnkey vacations. And so you'll see most of them are around the 28th to the 4th of April, but we do have one or two that are also the week prior for those colleges or other schools that may have off as well. And so we've got those for you. Then we've got the hot deals listed below with celebrity cruises, some nice opportunities. I love this one. It's a 5-night Key West and Bahamas, the 13th of December. So you're right in between Thanksgiving and whatever. It's still going to be crummy outside, you know that. And you can get a concierge class suite, which I can't even tell you, I'd be over the moon with that. Starting at $980 a person, that's over $1,200 off the public fares that you're seeing right now. So I know we've got the deals. I know we do. So you talked a little bit about managing risk when you were talking to Chris Mancuso. Yes. I was feeling like I wanted to talk about you're managing risk when you're working with Fox World Travel.
Sure.
Because it's so risky. You go out there and you look, and people say to me all the time, oh my gosh, I'm sick of looking at these websites, deal upon deal, and one is not giving me the same information as the other one. And I said, that's why you work with a travel professional. We're managing your risk. We're telling you that's not a good resort. Or you booked something and forgot to include the transfers and the insurance. Do you know about that?
Yeah. You don't want to be stuck somewhere and now you have all this extra money you're paying on top of stuff, or you can't get somewhere because you don't have it set up and you're not ready to go. So
exactly.
I know that we had been on the list, so right away on Thursday we were talking to Elizabeth and working on our family cruise for next February, and now it's here. We're getting it all booked and ready to go. It's awesome.
I love it.
Wait.
I love it. I love it. I love it. But there was more awesome news this week, and I didn't want to overshadow the sale with this news, but this could, in some people's opinion, be equally as exciting. And that is the fact that Homeland Security, the Department of Homeland Security, has determined that we no longer need to take off our shoes when we go through TSA. I can't even tell you how excited that is. Now, what I would love listeners to either text in and call in about is, would that prohibit you from going ahead and still getting a TSA pre-check?
Because you said a lot of people that got the TSA pre-check is because they didn't want to take their shoes off.
Exactly. It's
just a hassle, and that helped you avoid that. So now would you not need it if you don't have to take your shoes off?
Right.
Interesting.
So that's a good question. I still see some advantages to TSA. And again, we always talk about global entry, how that is like the all-encompassing type program that you can be enrolled in, because that then includes TSA. And you're also doing the global entry when you're traveling internationally, which makes your life so much easier. So just a very interesting thought.
I'm just happy because I think it's really going to expedite the lines at the going through. When people don't have to take their shoes off, put their shoes on, we're moving a lot faster. Did they get new technology that they're able to see in your shoes now, or what?
I think all along that they had that technology. Remember, this is about the shoe bomber. Do you remember that?
Right.
You know how long ago that was?
Yeah.
So, yes, I think we do have the technology, and I feel like soon other things will happen as well, including maybe the 3-ounce liquids.
Well,
would be nice as well.
Because I can see those too.
Well, yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right, we're going to take a break. We'd love to talk travel with you. 855-616-1620. Are you going somewhere you want to talk about? Are you thinking of going somewhere that you're like, I don't know if this is somewhere or not? Let Rose answer the question. Siding Unlimited, WTMJ Talking Text Line, 855-616-1620.
Siding Unlimited is your local family-owned and operated resource for remodeling your home. We specialize in replacing windows, siding, roofing, doors, and decks. I say specialize because that is who we send to your home. Our team is built around the experts in all fields. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, sharing with you the attention to detail our team brings. Our crews are the master of their trade. Our crews are specific to the tasks they're assigned. That result is higher level quality installation at your home. Why is that important? Because building a labor force is difficult. I feel everyone is aware of that. Our team has been developed for over 31 years, and it shows on every home we work on and with every customer testimonial we receive. Looking for new windows, siding, roofing, and doors? Visit the 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Window Contractor of the Year winner at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Waukesha.
Hey, boaters!
We have the go-to marine store. And it's not just because we have all the boat parts and supplies you'll ever need, including oddball parts you thought you'd never be able to find. And it's also because we're cheaper than the other guys, too. So why shop anywhere else? This is Dave Dorrell from Kendor Marine. Boaters in the know exactly where to go. Kendor Marine, 57th and Ryan Road in Franklin.
Hey, boaters! Cruise to Kendor Marine. We've got everything you need but the water. Hey, boaters!
This is Dave Dorrell from Kendor Marine. When you get here, you might be overwhelmed when you see so much stuff. But don't be, because our staff knows just where to find what you need. They're knowledgeable, friendly, and willing to help so that you can find everything you need to keep your boat in tip-top shape. Boaters in the know exactly where to go. Kendor Marine, 57th and Ryan Road in Franklin.
Hey, boaters! Cruise to Kendor Marine. We've got everything you need but the water.
Take your travel tips from the travel experts. Welcome back to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane with Rose Gray. Dominic's Days Festival going on in Brookfield. It's going to be busy out there on Capitol Drive. They always bring in a big crowd out there.
And downtown is busy. There's Harleys everywhere.
Harleys
sorry
everywhere.
about their events being canceled last night.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. There's also dragon boat races going on down there. There's the incredible India Festival at the Summerfest grounds. So there's a lot going on downtown today. So it's going to be busy. Be careful as you're driving around. Take it easy. So let's talk about, we announced the big July sales here. We announced we don't have to take our shoes. Is that immediate? We don't have to take our
so
shoes
I
off?
would love it. If anybody flew, they announced this on the 8th of July.
Okay.
So if anybody flew between now, I'm flying tomorrow.
Okay.
So I will find out. But I also have TSA pre-check, so we'll find out. But I can't, if anybody flew and can tell us if that happened already within the last 4 days, that'd be great.
So 2 big announcements already, and we've got a big live event coming up.
Yes. So this is at EAA, and I last week erroneously said we could triple capacity from last year. It's double capacity from last year. It's at the EAA Museum in Oshkosh. Stay tuned for timing, because right now it's showing 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Okay. I have a feeling we may be opening that a little early. So stay tuned for that. Join us for a day of inspiration and education with booths and educational presentations and free entry to the EAA Museum.
I told you.
You did tell me. So I did not have my ducks in a row. So we've got the Jamaica Tourist Board, Royal Caribbean, Celebrity Cruises, Insight Vacations, Princess Cruises, Globus, Family of Brands, Avalon Waterways, and more.
So let's just tell people how to find that on the website, because last year you guys did this and it filled up right away.
Exactly.
This time we're doubling capacity, but now we're giving free admission to the EAA Museum on top of the big event. So how do I get registered so I make sure I can get in?
Yeah. So if you go to our menu and you go and you're on the vacation tab, or on actually the hamburger to the left of the logo, and you see Stay Connected, you will find travel events.
Okay.
Travel events, and that's where you register. So you scroll down just a skosh, and there you'll see upcoming events, learn more, and then there's the registration.
There it is.
There it is. And just tell us how many. There's no cost to attend. And we just, once we get to our fire code capacity, then we have to shut it off. And so this is until September 20th. And so I have a sneaking suspicion we will approach that again.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's going to be a fun day, and everybody's going to, and you might be broadcasting live.
There's
Can we say
rumors that we might have some celebrities, a.k.a. Steve Scafidi, Gene Miller, and we're working on a live broadcast.
So we did get a text that asked about the TSA. So my TSA pre-check expires in December. I travel internationally every year. Is there a big advantage to global entry?
I just feel there is. I mean, so you're saying once a year, if that really and truly is it, and you really feel like you don't really need it, it's a difference of like $30 or $40 between the two, right? I just feel like it's helped me in so many ways, but I travel internationally pretty much.
Yeah.
And so they have just made this so incredibly easy. I look at those people that are standing in line when I'm coming back into O'Hare that don't have global entry,
Right.
and I just feel sorry for them because it's a long line sometimes. It really depends on how many flights are coming in at any given time. I've breezed through, but it was just a window of opportunity where there were very few international flights arriving into Terminal 5.
Right.
And I've also been completely stuck, standing still. And people should know, I actually, when I'm traveling with my family, I don't do global entry. I stay with them. And I should really feel like we should be probably getting everybody that. So TSA pre-check, $78 to $85 for a 5-year membership. There are some differential reasons there. And then global entry is $120 for a 5-year membership. And so
over the course of 5 years, not a big difference, really.
It really isn't, and it just makes your life very much easier. But again, the TSA pre-check thing is really for expediting you through that line where you did used to have to take off your shoes and get out your quart bag that had your liquids in and things like that. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. I can't wait to see what it's like tomorrow when I'm flying. I'll have more information when I come back in 3 weeks because I'm leaving for Alaska tomorrow for 2 weeks, and I'll have more information. But by then, you'll all know what's going on anyway.
All right, before we go to the news, remind people of what Fox World Travel all does.
Exactly. So we have business travel, we have meetings and incentives travel, and we have vacation travel. Within vacation travel, we have Fox Group Vacations, which we talk about quite regularly on this show, as well as destination weddings. And so we can be your all-purpose, all-serving travel agency. And when I say we are travel advisors or consultants, that is what we are. We're trying to help you have the best possible vacation travel experience you can.
All right. And if you go to foxworldtravel.com and click on Plan Your Trip, that's where you fill out your information. That gets into the hands of one of these advisors that will then help you plan what you're looking to do. As much information as we can put in there, right?
Exactly. And that's what Dayton did initially, right? You gave Elizabeth, or you gave Fox.
You should have seen the email I sent her with all the things that we knew we wanted, didn't want, how many people, were there kids? I mean, anything I could think of that could help her understand what we were trying to accomplish.
And there you have it. And voila. It's not only in the works. I think it's almost a done deal.
I think so.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
I have to talk to Mom today to see where we're at.
Sounds good.
Awesome. We are going to go over to the WTMJ News Center. Let's say good morning to Sean Brinda. Good morning, Sean.
Morning, Dayton. A 52-year-old victim is dead and 4 in the hospital after a quintuple shooting Saturday morning. It took place just after midnight near the corners of Water and Michigan Streets in downtown Milwaukee. A 52-year-old victim who was shot was pronounced dead at the scene. Other victims include a 39-year-old, a 34-year-old, a 32-year-old, and a 30-year-old who were non-fatally shot and are being treated at a local hospital. Milwaukee police are continuing to search for unknown suspects at this time as the investigation continues. And a 32-year-old is dead after being hit by a vehicle on Friday night. The incident took place just before 7 p.m. near the corners of West Silver Spring Road Avenue and North 124th Street. The 32-year-old was driving a moped north on 124th Street when it collided with a vehicle. The 32-year-old died at the scene from fatal injuries. The driver of the vehicle stayed on site to cooperate with the investigation. And a severe weather Friday caused events and concerts to be canceled for the Harley-Davidson Homecoming Festival. Organizers for the event say they are providing refunds to ticket holders due to Friday night's cancellations. You can find more details at our website at WTMJ.com. All right, taking a look at your roads with your WTMJ time saver traffic. You got 2 incidents on the road. I-94 West, 1.6 miles beyond the ramp from Wisconsin Route 100. The right shoulder is blocked due to a disabled vehicle. Then on I-41 94 south, 1.4 miles beyond the ramp from Wisconsin Route 20, the right shoulder is blocked due to another disabled vehicle. Other than that, roads are looking pretty clear across southeast Wisconsin. All right, time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today's we'll have some early showers. It'll be warm and humid with a hit or miss of evening showers and storms with a high of 82 degrees. Tonight's going to be mainly clear with a low of 64 degrees. Sunday, sunny and beautiful with a high of 82 degrees. Monday, mostly sunny and very warm with a high of 86 degrees. Tuesday, partly cloudy, warm and humid with a slight chance of evening storms with a high of 86 degrees. And Wednesday, we'll have a chance for some showers and storms. That'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 82 degrees. Right now in Green Bay, it is currently 71 degrees. In Waukesha, it's currently 72 degrees. And right here in Milwaukee, it's currently 71 degrees. I'm Sean Brinda. Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 9:32.
While you may hail from the nation's capital, when we're up to bat, you'll be saying, holy mackerel.
Is a fly ball deep center field, back to the track. Bye-bye baseball, Christian Yelich. 465 feet for Yelich.
It's the Brewers and the Nationals, an American family field. Our Brewers game day coverage starts today at 2 with Brewers warm-up. We are the home of the Brewers. WTMJ.
A well-placed mirror can be a decorator's best friend. And what I like best about adding a decorative mirror to a room is its ability to give it a bright, open feeling. It makes the most of a room's natural light, and that can give a real boost to your room's decor. So here are a few decorative mirror ideas that we can help you with. Say you have windows with a pretty view. Well, why not double your pleasure? Placing a large frame mirror directly across from a window that gets good light will give you great views from either side. Give your small apartment more space than meets the eye with a full wall mirror placed into a partially recessed wall. All you have to do is slide a chest or banquet in front of it, and the effect is subtle but very glamorous. This is Stacy Sinks with Less's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Less's Glass. Less's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lessglassservice.com.
Set sail on an unforgettable adventure with Celebrity Cruises. Discover exclusive offers only available through Fox World Travel during the Fox exclusive July sale. Experience luxury at sea with world-class dining, exhilarating entertainment, and stunning destinations. Whether you're dreaming of the Caribbean, Alaska, or beyond, we've got the perfect cruise for you. Book now to enjoy stackable discounts only at Fox World Travel. The sale ends July 25th. Don't miss out.
Get your rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval to buy at accunet.com.
Plan a perfect vacation, no matter your budget. This is the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane here with Rose Gray, and I still have my shoes on. I don't have to take them off anymore.
Which is good for me because I wear flip-flops and sandals a lot, and then I have bare feet.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I always have had socks
gross,
along.
yeah.
Well, again, I'm kind of special. I'm TSA now, so
That's right. You don't have to.
I
take
don't
them
have to do that anymore.
Okay, so let's recap the big July sale. Started Thursday. If you had been online and had the little link and registered for it, you got alerted. But then for everybody, it was Friday, right? Yesterday?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
And so then it just kind of went kind of crazy. And I talked to several advisors, but I talked to them very quickly because they were all sending out quotes.
Well, sure.
That's what they were doing yesterday.
Crazy.
So, yep.
This is your Super Bowl of the year, basically. Okay, so we're dealing with Apple Vacations and we're dealing with Celebrity Cruises.
Right.
Why would I choose one over the other? Now I have both options to look at.
I love that question. So many of us have just gotten into a rut. And you might be one of those people, Dayton. How many all-inclusives have you been to?
9 or 10.
Exactly.
And I've never been on a cruise.
Yeah. So it just becomes very easy. It's so easy to go to an all-inclusive. You get there, you're transferred to the all-inclusive resort. There's a Apple Vacation rep there who can help you with all of your excursions if you haven't already pre-booked them. And then they tell you what time you need to be ready when it's the day to leave.
Yep.
And then in between that, you have everything you could possibly want with regard to food, beverage, and entertainment.
It's awesome.
All included.
It's
and so
awesome.
there's differences where some of them have water sports included. Some of them have Hobie cats. Some of them have sunfish sailboats. Some of them have snorkeling equipment available. Just on and on and on it goes. So each one has something a little bit differently. But in essence, it's your food, your beverages, your entertainment, your stay, and we say gratuities, but Dayton, you and I both know that a couple of bucks goes a long way. Yeah. So that's great. Again, we get lazy. And what's so great about a cruise is that you're going to see several different ports. Do you even know what ports are on your itinerary?
I don't.
Okay. Where are you sailing from? Do you know that?
Silhouette out of, is it Fort Lauderdale?
Fort Lauderdale. So it could be the Eastern or the Western Caribbean, probably the Western Caribbean. But in any event, so you see a bunch of different ports. So you might see St. Thomas, you might see San Juan, Puerto Rico, you might see some of the Virgin Islands, you might see Costa Maya, which is part of Mexico, you might see Cozumel, you might some of them sail out of Houston, Galveston, some of them sail out of New Orleans. There's just all kinds of itineraries, so many itineraries. So this is an opportunity for you to decide if you do want to get off the boat and you want to do some activity, or you just want to enjoy the beautiful, beautiful ship while everybody else is in port. So, and again, all your meals are included here, not all your beverages unless you purchase a beverage package.
Okay.
So that's kind of the difference. But to say you will go hungry on a cruise, that will never happen.
That won't happen.
Never happen. The food is, you heard Daniel a couple of weeks ago say how very, very proud they are of their culinary services on Celebrity Cruises because they hire the creme de la creme of the chefs. And so, yes, the food is outstanding.
So on these cruises, too, you talked about all the entertainment on the drop and plop, as we call them, where you're doing the all-inclusive stay in Mexico, let's say, or Punta Cana or Jamaica. These cruises, from what I hear, now again, never been on one, there is entertainment everywhere.
Everywhere for every age level and for every taste. There are comedians and there are magicians and there are bands and there are reviews, I would call them. So it's sort of like almost like being in New York at like a New York show, and where you're seeing dance reviews and singing reviews and costumes and themes and all that kind of thing. And so almost every night, if not every night, there's something in the main stage area. Okay. But then there's all kinds of venues throughout the ship. Something I love to do is find a little string quartet someplace that's just quietly playing. Lots of times they come from very, very well-respected orchestras throughout the United States, and have a glass of champagne and quietly listen to them play. I love that.
Lots of options.
Exactly.
Lots of options.
Exactly.
Okay. 855-616-1620 is the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. Do we answer this question? How do you get global entry?
Yeah. So if you go to CBP, which stands for Customs Border Protection.gov, cbp.gov, you can find how you do it. So you basically establish what's called a TTP account, a Trusted Traveler Program account. You got to have that account. Then you log into that account after you've filled out the information. You pay the $120 non-refundable application fee. You fill out the application. Once they've accepted your application, which happens very quickly, the CBP will conduct a review, and then they send you your conditionally approved after you have your interview. And there are all kinds of ways to do the interview. You can do interviews in Milwaukee. They will tell you when they have them. Now, I've been hearing it's a couple months to get an interview. I also know that my experience was I had an interview for April 4th. For whatever reason, that date resonates in my brain, and that I had done that already in December. Okay, so that's how long I was waiting. This is several years ago. And as I was coming through O'Hare, they looked at my passport and said, "Oh, I see you have been conditionally approved for your global entry. Would you like to take care of that interview now?" I said, yes. They sent me over to another line, and in 10 minutes I was done, and then I got it in the mail 3 days later.
Okay, what was the website one more time?
So it's cbp.gov, and if you really wanted to, you could /travel. Would get you to, and there's steps to how to apply for global entry.
All right, let's go over to Bob in West Dallas. Good morning, Bob. What's your question? Are you there, Bob? Hello?
Hello.
Oh,
Hey,
there
we
he
go.
is.
What's your question, Bob?
Oh, hi. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm a senior, and I have, I'll be honest with you, I have trouble walking. I use a walker. What kind of cruise is best for me? I know it's not a Disney cruise.
Well, it might be. It really depends on, I think itinerary would be my number one factor in deciding that. Like, are you trying to just experience a cruise and the cruise ship experience, or are you hoping to experience some ports of call?
Just a cruise experience.
You know, something you might want to consider if you just want a cruise experience is a transatlantic crossing. There are ships that need to reposition each year, usually from the Caribbean to Europe or Europe back to the Caribbean. They're cruising in Europe in the summer, and then they're going to use those same ships for the same cruise that Dayton and his family are probably going to be on, and January, February, March, or December, January, February, March into April. And somehow, some way, they've got to get those ships back to their new starting point, and they do that by doing a transatlantic sailing. And those are often very reasonably priced, very, very reasonably priced, because there's maybe going to be a port of call, but likely no ports of call. You might be starting in, let's say, the UK someplace, and they might stop in Barcelona, or they might stop one other place, and then they're going to cross the Atlantic, and you're going to get the ultimate cruising experience. And on those cruises, they're going to do the same thing that they would do on a cruise that's got lots of ports of call included in their itinerary, but more activities for the guests. They're going to bring speakers. They're going to bring educational opportunities for you. They often have like photo labs where for 2 days you can learn how to use your camera better and take better pictures and those kinds of things. Just all kinds of things like that. So something to consider. What you'd have to do, though, is fly to where you're going to get on the ship, or fly home from where you're going to get off the ship, because most people don't do a double transatlantic, but you could. You'd really be gone a long time then.
Oh, that sounds good. I'm going to really look into that, and I'll give you a call.
Sounds perfect. Thanks, Bob.
Have a great weekend. 855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. Get in touch with us. It is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
WTMJ's John Mercure here for Annex Wealth Management. If you have big questions about inflation, money, and your retirement goals, join me Tuesday, July 15th with your questions as I co-host an Instant Insight webinar with Annex Wealth Management's Chief Economist, Brian Jacobson. It's July 15th at 9 a.m. It's free, but you must register. Go to WTMJ.com, click the Instant Insight Register Now button, or check out events at AnnexWealth.com. Tuesday, July 15th, 9 a.m. It's free, but you need to register.
Hey, Monica. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Rick.
Hey, Joe. To what do we owe the honor?
Don't you have CEO-type things you need to be doing?
Or Joe might be here because he's been doing some CEO-type things that he thinks we should know about.
Bingo! You guessed it, Monica.
What do you need us to do, Joe?
Well, I'm here because I want to present an idea to you.
Cool. What is it?
I've been talking with finance companies and was able to make a deal for 18-month financing at 0% interest with a $750 or more purchase.
And your idea was to offer 18-month 0% financing to all of our customers?
It's subject to credit approval, but yeah, that's what I was thinking.
How long will we be able to do it?
From July 1st to July 31st.
0% will let people buy diamonds that were on their bucket list.
I know what I'm buying.
I'm going on a shopping spree. I'm going to have more jewelry than the Queen of England.
So you like the idea?
We don't like it. We love it.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Loyalty, family. Few things are more important. This is WTMJ's Steve Scafidi, and Loyal Family Renovations. They saved the day after a brutal storm in Oak Creek. Hail damage, yeah, I had a lot of it. But Jeff, Jake, and the whole team, absolute pros, made the entire process smooth as can be. Let's be honest, not everyone knows how to deal with adjusters. They handle all the questions, quick answers, top-notch customer service. In just 2 days, my roof was done. If storm damage hits, call the team that made it easy for me. Loyal Family Renovations. Visit LoyalFamilyRenovations.com.
Hi, this is Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas. And you know, I'm a consumer just like you. And my ears perk up for pain relief messages just like you. But some of these ads...
Since I started taking this natural supplement, within weeks, my pain is completely gone.
I mean, come on. Give me a break. The truth is, there are imbalances in your body causing your pain. And there's physical therapy, which we are highly skilled at, that can improve imbalances. And there are alternative pain solutions. But not all of them are proven, safe, effective, or affordable. At Rejuvenex, the effectiveness of Toradol joined with hyaluronic acid has been proven. Our treatments are affordable, FDA approved, safe, and they're powerful medicines. They calm inflammation and cushion joints, and they can make your pain go away.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Go to rejuvenex.com to request your free pain evaluation.
Gotta get away? No one does it better. Back to more of the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane here with Rose Gray. Humid, scattered showers today, a high of 83. Don't forget you can find the Fox World Travel Show podcast on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. And, of course, it gets loaded to foxworldtravel.com a little bit later in the week as well. Let's go to the phones and talk to Jim in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Thanks for listening, Jim. What's your question?
Good morning. Thanks for taking my call. My question is, we've been to El Dorado Royale in Mexico many times, but not for about 10, 15 years. And it was getting a little aged then, but we loved it there. Just wondering what the upkeep and the status of the El Dorado Royale. I'll hang up and listen. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Jim.
And I told Dayton when we read this question, I was a little sad. I too used to love the El Dorado Royale. It's owned by some people that I know and love and are very, very supportive of hospitality and service in the Cancun, Riviera Maya area. They're responsible for hiring and employing many locals. I agree. It needs
a refresh.
Needs a refresh. Now, they also own a couple of other El Dorado properties. On that same compound is El Dorado Casitas. Now, they're more expensive, but those are a little bit better. What we love, I think people who fall in love with the El Dorado Royale, it's the manicured, flat, walkable property.
Okay.
And they have bikes and they have hydroponic gardens that I understand right now they're redoing. They have a show restaurant there, show cooking restaurant, which is called Fuentes, which I love. I did send people there or recommend that they book with Fox, and they took me up on it over Christmas.
Okay.
It was a very, very, very good deal. I said, you know how much I loved it. I had always hoped you would see it in its heyday, and it's a little tired right now. So I feel like they're making progress. I understand some of the rooms were being refurbished, but you could blindfold me and put me in the lobby of that hotel, and I could tell you where I was because the smell, the fragrance of that property will stick with you forever. It's a good smell. So, again, as long as you're forewarned, I think, it might be okay, but maybe try something else and maybe check back later. Another really good property is El Dorado Maroma, which is owned by that same family that's on Maroma Beach. Now, that's a little bit different. And again, it's not that flat, beautiful, walkable, landscaped property. It's a little bit different, but it is on the water, and it's right next to Maroma Beach where you do the 2-man jet skis, 2-man speedboats, spinnaker, sailing, all the ATVs, horseback riding. That's where that happens.
Okay. We have to take our final break. One segment left. 855-616-1620 is the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. Fox World Travel Show is on WTMJ.
We get it. You're on the go, and life gets in the way. Stay up to date on all things WTMJ with podcasts of every show. Available on WTMJ.com. And don't forget you can stream WTMJ online and watch your favorite WTMJ shows on YouTube. Every show, when you want it, no matter where you are. We are Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio 620 WTMJ.
Artwork, especially original artwork, can be pricey. But when you take it in on consignment from nice people like you who are just ready to change the look of their home, you can price it right. And you'll find a lot of it at Design Exchange. Beautiful frame pieces by a number of notable artists. And new ones pop in all the time. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. In Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Now these tend to fly off the shelves. But don't worry, because our connection supplies us with a lot of them. Vintage ceiling tiles from once great old buildings in New York City that make for ultra-unique artwork. These items are definitely hard to find from anywhere else around here. So come take a look, and you'll probably find a treasure. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. In Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
I'm WTMJ's Sandy Max. What makes senior living at Three Pillars so special? Let's hear from my friend Marilyn.
I've been volunteering for over 30 years, so I got to know the community and loved it. We have a theater, community room, and we have bocce outside. They have gardens all over the campus that the residents tend to. Quilting groups, sewing groups, knitting groups, just lots and lots of amenities. Never a boring day.
Schedule a tour today at threepillars.org.
Flooring, carpeting, bath, or kitchen remodeling. Adair is the name Milwaukee has trusted for 65 years. This is Rob Adair. Ready to remodel? Give us a call, 761-3660. Get personal care from Adair, South 27th in Franklin.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee. From the Annex Wealth Management Studios, this is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. Before you pack your suitcase, hear from the experts. Here's more of the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane with Rose Gray. Welcome to all the Harley riders that are in town for the Harley-Davidson Homecoming Festival. I wonder if anybody's listening to the show. You know when a motorcycle pulls up next to you and their music's just blaring?
Yeah.
Here we are on their bike. Anyway, got a question here on the text that says, is it worth the upgrade from economy to premium economy for a long flight?
Yeah, so you just have to decide. I guess I would look at the cost. Because most of the time, if you're going to do premium economy, you're going to get, on an international flight, you're going to get 4 extra inches of legroom. Okay. That doesn't seem like a lot, but I want you to sit down on a chair right now and think about that 4 extra inches from your knee to that person in front of you's back of their seat, right? They're going to be a little bit wider. Sometimes you're going to get maybe a couple times ago when I upgraded to premium economy, I got noise canceling headphones. Okay. That was included. I would call it a better menu choice, but that was a couple $100 difference. I've already seen like $800 between economy class and premium economy class. Then you have to say, is that worth it? You've got to kind of do the math. So it's really, really what your budget will allow for you to pay for premium economy. That's my opinion on that.
All right. Is there an all-inclusive that isn't beach-based?
That's a tricky one because most of them are beach-based. Now, I would say to this person who is indicating that they're not really a water sport or beach person, I'm not that beachy myself in that I don't love having sand all over myself. I don't love, I will love a good beach walk kind of a thing, but I'm a pool person. And so I'm more sitting at the pools than I am at the beach. Right. So I don't know that I have a great answer for that, except that there are some health and wellness type all-inclusive properties. Now, oftentimes they don't include cocktails because they're discouraging that because they're a wellness retreat. But internally, for example, in Costa Rica, there are some of those where you'd get all of your meals and all of that, but it wouldn't be that entertaining. It would be more about learning to take care of yourself.
Okay. I just returned from a 15-day RCCL repositioning cruise, Miami to Southampton, England, with stops in Bermuda, the Azores, Lisbon, Portugal, and Vigo, Spain. 2 people, total price $7,200. So that's a good deal for all that travel.
It's a really good deal.
We went through 6 time changes, so I'd fly to the easternmost port and sail west to east. It would be easier to adjust to time changes. So thank you for that.
Super good and super helpful. Again, there are some people that love cruising, and that this is a great opportunity for us. So they did have 1, 2, 3, 4 ports, and then their departure port was Southampton, England. So Yeah.
Okay, so we have a couple minutes left. Remind people what happened this week.
Okay, so first of all, we no longer have to take our shoes off at TSA. So that's really exciting news.
That's good.
We also want to let everybody know that the sale has started. The last day to get this booked. So you've got time. We've got time is the 25th of July.
Okay.
All right.
So just under a couple weeks.
Just under a couple of weeks. But we've partnered after 30 years of exclusively working with Apple Vacations. We've partnered now with Celebrity Cruises so we can offer you all-inclusive deals and to land-based vacations, and now we can offer you a fabulous opportunity on Celebrity Cruises. Savings up to $650 off. I challenge anybody to find a better deal.
Yeah. So how do we get involved with that?
Yeah, so a couple different things. If you text FWT, you will get the information and you will get a form that you can fill out. It's going to say departure date. If you're looking for a deal, put some date in there. It doesn't matter. Put February 15th or something. And just please describe your travel wish list, including destination, preferences, budget, how many travelers. And then it gives you an opportunity to choose which office you'd like to work with, or if it doesn't matter because it shouldn't. This is all virtual, quite frankly, then you can do that. But if you've got somebody that you've always worked with, you can do that. You can also call 866-GO-FOX-GO, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. If you decide you want to do a cruise, there is a menu option to hit number 2, and you will be directed to the cruise experts in our company. But if you're willing to talk to anybody, virtual advisors nationwide, anybody can help you at any time.
Offices aren't open on Saturdays
no
right
longer
now,
open on Saturday.
Where are all the offices?
So Green, De Pere, Appleton, Fond du Lac, Oshkosh, Sheboygan. What did I forget? Brookfield. Thank you.
So you have a bunch.
Yes, we do have a bunch. So
okay, what do people need to know going into this week here when it comes to travel? You're going to be gone next week.
I'm going to be gone, and Andrea's filling in week number 1. Colleen is filling in week number 2. We didn't get anybody that gave us any update on the shoe information. Somebody said you still are required to take your shoes off at some airports. Please do not misinform people. Okay, so, if you got a story or you can tell me, I dug and dug and dug. I also sent 2 messages to Milwaukee Airport to try to find out if Milwaukee was allowing it, and I did not get an answer back. So maybe what I'll do is I'll let my fill-in people know how my experience was tomorrow, and then we can tell you about that.
All right, go dodge the scattered showers today and have a good weekend. And a good trip.
All right. So Alaska, here we come. Here come Rose and the Fox fans.
That does it for the Fox World Travel Show.
The preceding program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma brands.
Save on the best quality furniture and mattresses during the July Independence Day sale at Ken Michaels Furniture. With major discounts from our premier suppliers, you will save